Hello Taurus, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your reading for January 2019. This reading is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon and Taurus Rising sign. I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, please watch your moon sign or your rising sign. While I'm shuffling, I just quickly want to say thank you for all my subscribers for being me in year 2018 and still supporting my channel in this new year. Right, let's see. Let's go ahead and see what we have for Taurus for January 2019. Your first card is Four of Cups, followed by the Ten of Cups, followed by the Wheel of Fortune. And your Spirit's message is the Chariot. We have Three of Wands, followed by Three of Pentacles, followed by the Five of Wands. Your Spirit message is Hierophant. We have Knight of Wands, the Lovers, Nine of Pentacles, and Four of Swords. Well, you're starting New Year, you're starting January with a lot of options. There's a lot of opportunities, there is a lot of options opened for you, dear Taurus. And I think you're a little bit sort of overwhelmed a little bit with that because you just don't know what to choose. There's so much, opportunities for you. If it's an options in front of you, be careful what you're choosing. Or I would have said probably careful. Careful is the wrong word. But be mindful of what you're choosing. That's probably a better word for that. So because not every cup is probably good for you. They might be good, but not for you. So yes, be mindful what you're choosing. There might be, it's also a card of dreaming about, maybe there's a lot of, it's illusion, a card of illusions. But dreaming about something, there's a lot of ideas and thoughts in you, and it's good. And I think you actually, it's not just dreaming and illusions. I think it's actually opportunities because all the cards next to you are quite solid. And the solid cards are telling me that it is an opportunities rather than just dreams for you. You've got Ten of Cups next to it. Card of happiness, stability. Happy life in your environment, whatever you do, if you're married, then it's all family there, it's, being happy in your home, what surrounds you. If you're not, even if you're not, but you're still in your environment, wherever you live, whatever you do, you're extremely happy because Ten of Cups is the end of cycle, actually achieving that happiness, achieving that sort of bliss for yourself. It's very important. Every cup is full of positivity and there's 10 of them. 10 is the end of cycle, as I said, so you achieve that. Could be, as I said again, it might not be family if you're not married, but it could be just something makes you real. Maybe you purchased a new home just before Christmas or New Year and now you're just enjoying it. You're just so happy to be in this place, even if you just maybe rented something, but something nice for yourself. So you're happy where you are. That's what I try to say. And Wheel of Fortune is turning for you. Look at this. In gypsy cards, in gypsy readings, when this card appears, usually the future teller, the clairvoyant says that I'm not going to look at the cards any further because your Wheel of Fortune is turning. So, my dear Tauruses, January is going to bring you lots of happiness. Everything you want, everything you want to achieve is going to come true in January because the Wheel of Fortune is turning. Enjoy the ride. It turns all the time. Now it's your turn. It's a karma. It's a fate. Just hold on to it. Enjoy the period. Enjoy the ride. Your spirit message is the Chariot. Chariot is a card of Cancer. Cancer could be significant for you, but it also tells you it's a card of victory. I don't know what was happening. I can't remember your cards for December, but whatever was happening for some of you, January is just open its doors for you for the year, for New Year, with all the opportunities. All the opportunities, happy home, happy family, wheel of fortune, you can achieve whatever you want. Plus you've got the victory as the spirit message. And the spirit message is saying to you that it's not just the victory card, it's actually being in charge, being in control of the situation, of your own life, directing your life, directing your situation, your chapter of this life into right direction, knowing where you want to go. And that's where you sort of directing your carriage. It's fantastic. It's really, really nice beginning of the year for you. We go into the middle of January and it's all still very good. You know, we've got Three of Wands, time of you're waiting for something you worked really hard, something maybe you just put a lot of efforts into. Now you're waiting for results to come back to you. So if it was work, and I think it could be work for some of you, because we got Three of Pentacles next to it, and it's card of apprentice, card of working, actually doing really well. So I think you invested in it. Could be also investing into professional growth. Maybe you just done some courses, maybe you just done some sort of apprenticeship or something like that, and it's time for you now to get the benefits of that. Maybe you're waiting for employment to come because you've done all that, so now you have to have, you know, better job. So you're waiting for that to come to you. You know, you've probably done, you know, the opportunities. This could be lots of doors opening for you in your career. Maybe you invested into, if you invested into relationship, now it's time for you to, you're waiting for the person to make a next step, next move. But I think it's all about work or career. Maybe you just, as I said, you just worked hard, you put a lot of, you know, there might be some sort of development of the project. Card of the apprentice, this card, someone, you learned something, and now it's time for you to be either promoted or get the bonus or get a different position at work where you will be happy, and you're fighting for it. You're actually putting a fight for it. So you've been waiting and patiently, but I think your patience sort of at some points will sort of run down, and you sort of will be fighting for it. If it's, I think it's for some of you, is very sort of prominent about work or career, and there will be other candidates. If it was you who just sort of, you know, you've done all this maybe courses, career development, you know, business development, whatever, you were waiting for it to come to you, you put a lot of work into it, but there is other candidates there. So what you need to do, you need to shine, you need to be different, you need to demonstrate to your employers, or you know, who is in charge, that you're actually different, you're better than others, you're better than this crowd. And we have got as I said, it's very prominent card of education. It's not, it could be university or something, but I feel it's more about is apprenticeship or doing some sort of career development courses or something like this. You're learning something. And we got the Hierophant, which is also tells, it's actually your card, you, Taurus card, tells you that learn from the wise teachers, and card of apprenticeship is actually tells exactly the same, where you shows exactly the same, that you're learning as apprentice, or you know, you're starting something, you're learning from someone, from the wise teachers. So the card is also sometimes it just blesses us, because it's a pope, it's a religious religion, and it's when this card, when we start something new or we want to do something, this card comes around as a blessing. So there are these sort of higher forces over there, which is just blessing you on your search, on your career path, on your new path in life, career, I don't know, work or whatever you're doing. There's a blessing there for you. We're going to the end of January, and I've got the card of Knight of Wands. You will start it. I think now we're starting it. So if here you were waiting, here you're starting it. So there is a movement, forward movement. And the Wands is all about entrepreneurial skills. Maybe you're starting your own business, maybe starting another project. You're putting a lot of it's a talent. The wands is about talent, creativity, artisticity. So you're putting passion, fire, and you're putting all that into this project, or that job, or whatever you got it. For some of you, it actually works out as the relationship. If you're working really hard on relationship, I think that it's on its way, because we got the Lover's card or maybe if that was work, the situation change, and you also got some sort of relationship at the end of January. Maybe someone will come into your life, and it could be Leo, Aries or Sagittarius, young person who hasn't reached maturity of the king, so he is probably not even older than 40, just be younger than 40. And as I said, very handsome person. The only thing is about this person, he is not mature enough to settle down yet. He comes and he leaves. So as quick he appears in your life, as quickly he can disappear from your life. And I see the Lover's card, you might fall in love with this person. So be careful, dear Taurus, because if you just want to have a fun, he is the good person for that. If you just want to have a nice, just a relationship where you just enjoy yourself, but nothing serious, yes, he is a good person. But if you're planning like wedding, marriage, children, he is not ready yet. I'm sorry to say that, but it's not. Where if we talk about career, and as I said, it might be a new project you're doing at work, then you will be choosing. You will be choosing which one do I go. You might be given options, and that is the very important choice you're going to make. Sometimes we're choosing between people, maybe people you're going to work with, because Three of Pentacles over here also talking about working in a team. Who are you going to take with you? Who is going to be your team? Who are you going to employ to implement this project, which you might be put in charge of? Nine of Pentacles, card of independence. It's also your card because you're Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. It could be you. For some of you, I think I see you single. Single but very independent. Single woman who actually happy with that status of being single, because she enjoys her life. Everything goes well for her. Card for me also sometimes from the divorcee or widower, but with the good settlement, someone who's got a bit of money, so she's got a comfortable life. So that could be a case for some of you. If we talk about work and career, it could be you representing you yourself, so that you totally put yourself in earning money. Even though we got the Lover's card, as I said, it could be for you, it could be a choice between people for work. You just completely thrown yourself into earning money. For those of you who is interested in relationship, there is someone there. You might have fun with that person, but be careful not fall in love, because that would be painful for you, dear Tauruses. Because this person, he will turn up in your life. He will just because there's so much fire, so much energy in those people, they will just rush into your life, and as quickly they appear, as quickly they disappear. So enjoy, but don't make anything any grandiose plans with this person. Keep that status of independence. I'm independent, I don't need to be looked after. Yeah, I'm going to have fun with you. Yes, there's maybe feelings and everything, but I am not making any plans because I don't want it. I'm quite happy to be single. That is a good position, dear Taurus. That might trick his curiosity. He might stay longer because he wants to know about you, because you're different. Your spirit's message is break, take a pause, enjoy yourself, look after yourself. For me, it's a card self-awareness, self-care, this card. From time to time, don't work too hard because you're putting a lot of efforts into everything, dear Taurus. Take a break. Whatever works for you, whatever, I don't know, recreation you enjoy. Meditation, spa, friends, I don't know, just solitude with a book, Netflix, whatever. Just do it for yourself for a while. It's not a holiday for 2 weeks. It's a short break. It's recharging your batteries. And from time to time, dear Taurus, that's what you need to do. That's what Spirit advises you to do. Let's see what we have for you from the Lenormand. What additional messages we have for Taurus for January. We have a breach, we have a dog. Oh, so nice. And we have flowers with a letter attached to it, or a message, and message could be a message of love. Actually, you have someone who is very trustworthy and reliable, but it's a friend next to you, and you want to keep that bridge with this person. Either that friend sends you some sort of a gift, it's, you know, January for some of you, I don't know what, maybe you're celebrating something, or it will be just such a lovely message which makes you really happy. This friend of yours is right in the center of this, you know, 3 cards. He is the center of this message for you. He is there. Look how he holds that leash over there, and he's ready to give it to you, to direct him or be next to you. So it's a friend, male or female, doesn't matter, but it's very trustworthy friend. And this friend is a bridge between, maybe a bridge to your career and work, maybe a bridge to your relationship. Maybe he is the one who introduced you to this person, or maybe he is, you know, helping you, advisor or someone with your work or something. But it's very, very positive. The flowers bring surprise, they bring positivity, positive messages, information. Flowers is always positive. It's really nice. Let's see what we have for from the Romance Angels, your oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and see what additional messages, love messages we have for you, dear Taurus. Past-time relationship. When you meet this person, it will feel like you know this person from, you know, from the past. It could be, as I said to you, with a friend. Maybe you met that person before. Maybe your friend just sort of introduced, and or it could be like on this, you know, subconscious. You know, sometimes it feels like we already had met that person in a previous life, sort of spiritual level. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the high energy of all. Guys, I did say that about the guy, about the player. I really want to change my mind. I think that not everyone is, it's just what I described was a more stereotypical, but all the other cards actually talks very positive about that person. So forgive me for that, but I want to change my mind about that person who is turning into your life at the end of January. I think it's actually quite a serious relationship with having, you know, it feels like you know this person, it's very spiritual connection, it's safe for you to love, so this person is not going to hurt you in the past. Also having the dog and the flowers, the dog is trust, so you might be able to trust that person with the flowers, with positivity, love, you know, love messages towards you. And we have attraction. There will be a very strong attraction between two of you. Again, I apologize, but you know, I haven't seen these cards, so I am allowed to change the story because all the other cards changing the meaning of this one. So I think it is safe for you to love this person, my dear Tauruses. That's all I have for you for January, guys. I hope you enjoy the reading and it helps you. You know, please do remember that it's general readings, so it might not play for everyone. I'll see you again in middle of January. Thank you very much for being with me, and goodbye.